Let's take a look at this last one here. We've got a parallel circuit. We've only got 2 resistors this time. We want to figure everything out again. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is actually use my voltage. The key thing I know about a parallel circuit is that the voltage is the same on each of the resistors. Okay, so what that means is that each of these is going to be 12 volts. Now what I'm going to do is take a look at each resistor in turn. So let's start with number 1, and let's see what we've got. So V equals IR. This is only for number 1. We've got 12 volts. We're looking for I. We've got 10 ohms. So that gives me a current of 1.2 amps right here. For number 2, we're going to do the same thing, except, of course, we're looking for resistance instead. So we're going to say 12 volts divided by 0.5 amps equals the current for number 2 here, right? So this is going to give me 24 amps. Dang. Okay, now keep in mind I made this number up. That's a ridiculous number of amps. So just to be on the safe side, let's double check. Yep, no, my math is correct. All right, so 24 amps. This is definitely not real. All right, I think the last thing I wanted to know was RT. So, and perhaps even IT. So if I want to know resistance, oh, sorry, this isn't amps, this is ohms. Silly me. This was resistance. No wonder I'm being silly. Okay, so hopefully you caught that before I did. I'm distracted. I got a lot of things coming in at the same time. I bet you know what that feels like. All right, so we've got 1 over 24 ohms plus 1 over 10 ohms is equal to 1 over RT. So I'm going to let my computer my calculator do the heavy lifting here. I'm just going to type this in, division within parentheses. So you can double check your math. When you get this, you should get 0.142, give or take. That is 1 over RT. And I'm going to hit that x to the -1 button. I'm going to take the inverse, and I'm going to get RT equals 7.06 ohms. So my total resistance, 7.06 ohms. I think the last thing I wanted to know was the total current. Since the current is actually split, I've got it here and I've got it here, I would simply add those together. 0.5 amps plus 1.2 amps gives me 1.7 amps for my current. All righty, there it is, last one, all finished.